Good afternoon, sports fans from the tennis courts at Centennial High School. It's high school girls tennis today on North Metro TV, featuring the Blaine Bengals visiting the Centennial Cougars. The Cougars, as a team, right now a win in this match away from clinching at least a share of the conference title. They've yet to lose in conference. Same story for Elk River, as Elk River has not lost as well. So both those teams will then match up down the road. But Centennial facing Blaine here today, and for our featured match, it is the #1 doubles match as a part of this overall team match. And that will feature for Blaine, Lauren Anderson and Sarah Poto, a senior and a sophomore that you see right there. And on the other side for Centennial here at home, it will be two seniors, Courtney Clare and Paige Watashik. Good afternoon once again. J.W. Cox with you here and the entire North Metro team crew, as we are ready for some tennis, doubles style today, as it will be Centennial on that far side, and you will be able to tell the Centennial Cougars in this match and a lot of the matches going on, those bright neon yellow t-shirts. And so they will be on the far side of your screen, and on this near side will be the Blaine Bengals. As you see, Paige Watashik, the senior, will start up front, and it will be Courtney Clare to serve it away. First serve into the net, serving across to Sarah Poto, the youngest player on the court right now, Courtney Clare. Second try is in. And right up at the net, you see Lauren Anderson with the first point, able to bounce it down. And so 15 love. Go the Blaine Bengals here in the first. Clare to serve again from the far side. A ball back behind us here from one of the other matches going on. One of these teams, Centennial Cougars, very experienced, first year playing together, as they get the service ace there back into the net on the return from Anderson. So 15-all. It's the first year for Clare and Watashik playing together. Clare serving again. Good return, good net play already for Anderson. Coming all the way back. Two beats deep, and it's 30-15. Clare with her fourth serve. Playing long to Anderson. Anderson too long out the back, so 30-all. Clare and Watashik, both seniors. This is their first year playing together on doubles. Watashik, her first year as a #1. For Clare, her second year at the #1 level in the doubles. Also sometimes as a #1 singles. As I am right in the thick of things for these errant shots. That one off just a little bit. And it ties us up. Check that. 40-30 in favor of Blaine. Serve goes too deep. And Clare will come again at 40-30 with her sixth serve. Anderson tries to go up top on the shot lobbed over, and too strong off the back. That's us up at 40-all. On the other side for the two Bengals, Anderson the senior and Poto the sophomore. And it's one of the few matches they've actually played together this season. And that was well placed there by Watashik. And they'll take the advantage. Take a look at that. Good job by Poto to get back there. Lucky just off the top of the net. That left it wide open down that near side. And the service ace coming in, so off the advantage, and Centennial will take the first set, excuse me, the first point, and they go up 1-0 here in the first set. And take a second look at the second service ace of that set for Courtney Clare. Got it to the right side, and Anderson just couldn't return it, and so the first point goes to the Centennial Cougars. Overall, with 14 victories as a team on the season, we mentioned they're 8-0 in conference as a team, and trying to get this last win down the stretch here to make sure they at least get a share of the lead in the Northwest Suburban Conference. As they go up 1-0 here in the first. And now we'll switch sides and serve it up with Poto and Anderson. Looks like Anderson will take the first serve on the left there. As we mentioned, Coach Jeff Fedor for the Blaine Bengals just switching things around a little bit to make sure that they could get who they needed where they needed it. First serve into the net. And Anderson unable to return off the backhand from this near side from Wojtaszek. And it's 15 love for Centennial, already leading at 1-0. See the good misdirection there by Anderson. She'll serve it again once into the net. Anderson serving again to this near side. Just gets it in. Net play by Poto, puts it into the net. 30 love for Centennial. And they're rolling here, looking for the second point of this first set. Anderson serving deep to Wojtaszek. Anderson with the serving edge of the two for Blaine. And
I got one. Almost got net shot. Yeah, that's close. Good.
Time went a little too deep. Take a look at that last serve. And Anderson into the net again. And they'll take it. The second point for Centennial. And they go up 2-0. So now we will see Wojtaszek serve for the first time. Paige Wojtaszek, the senior. Their coach Arnie Lamers likes how they play together, likes both aspects, both up at the net and serving for both of his players in this matchup. Too deep off Wojtaszek, so 15 love. Blaine will take the early lead here for this point. Wojtaszek serving at 15 love. Over to Anderson on the far side. Returns come back, and Anderson tries to change direction and goes too strong. 15 all. And you'll see what Anderson was trying to do here on the return, catching him off guard, but the senior put it up and over the shoulder of Courtney Clare. Wojtaszek one into the net, the second over. And the return comes back, and the service ace, 30-15 for the Cougars. So we saw two aces out of her partner, Paige Wojtaszek, on their first serve, and now her first here. Strong return from Anderson. Wojtaszek might have thought her serve went too deep. And the return into the net. 30 all. That serve that time went too deep. Toshik trying to finish it off at 40-30. And she will. 3 straight for Toshik and Toshik and Claire of Centennial. You take a look at that final point off the serve. 1 return, and that was enough. Went to this right side of Poto. And that team for Blaine will get a chance to talk with their coach, Jeff Fiedel, who's over there with them right now, and see what they can do. Down 3-0 here in the first. And we'll take a quick break. No, we won't. Keeping it right here on North Metro as you've got your featured match between the Blaine Bengals and the Centennial Cougars. It's your #1 doubles match. Courtney Claire and Paige Toshik for Centennial, Lauren Anderson and Sarah Poto for Blaine. And we'll be right back on North Metro TV.
Known for its vineyards and hilltop villages, Umbria is also known for its delicious tasting pizza. Made traditionally from the finest ingredients, Umbria Pizzeria will make you taste the difference, smell the love, and transport you to Italy.
La cena è pronta.
Dinner's ready.
You might even begin to feel like an Italian.
Delicioso.
Umbria Pizzeria, turning taste into memories.
If you need seamless gutters, whether the job is large or small, you can say,
I know a guy!
for your full service landscaping, you can say,
I know a guy!
if you need commercial or residential lawn care, you can say,
I know a guy! I'm Charlie Walker, and if you need professional seamless gutters, landscaping, and lawn care, you can say, I know a guy!
I'm back with you on North Metro TV. J.W. Cox at Centennial High School. Still in the first set, 3-0 the lead for Centennial. But the Blaine Bengals in this next point are now 40 love, taking the first 3 off the serve of Sarah Poto. So as they try and scrape back into this match. And they will do it just like that. 4 straight points. And some smiles there for Blaine as you watch the final point of this one. Anderson with the return. Second time back to the corner. And so now 3-1 in the first. Anderson serving. Check that, Claire serving on that far side. Poto unable to return on the first, 15 love. Same thing, a service ace coming back here, and strong serving so far from Anderson. 15 now, Claire to Anderson. Claire, the senior. And another service ace, unable to return. And 40-30 for Centennial. So they're trying to get a point right back. And another service ace. 4 straight to win that point. 3-4-1 now for Centennial. And Courtney Claire had 2. Her first time out there, 2 service aces, and she follows it up with 4 in this next time serving. And so Anderson so far has been the name in this match. Unable to return those serves of Claire. And that matchup there. As you look at those two up 4-1 here in the first. And take a look at the serving prowess of Courtney Claire. Return into the net. Another. Opposite side. Well placed to the backhand, return into the net. And that's where we are. As you get that look right at us here. So now Lauren Anderson serving. Poto with some good net play there, and they're going to get the point for the Bengals to go up 15-love. And Anderson serving again, 15-love. Bengals trying to stay in the match. First serve into the net. And the second double fault put us at 15-all. Anderson serving again, here at 15-all. She can't find this near side. 30-15 Centennial. Anderson the deep return, and Claire doing a little dance to try and get it to fall quicker, and it wouldn't, so it's too deep. Tie at 30. Take a look at the return of Anderson here. Well back on the double backhand. Just too much time for Claire to think about it. And they poke it back down this time. Moving quickly. These two teams 40-30. Centennial. Forehand for Anderson just finds its way over the net. And too deep for Courtney Claire. We'll go with deuces. Take a look, just tip the tape. Excuse me. That was 40-30 Blaine. So they did take it. So they're in it at 4-2 here in the first. With Witashik serving. Gets the first at 15-love. Too deep on her first serve coming up. Second to lob it in. And they'll retry as that ball came across the court. 4-2 in the first. Centennial with the lead. And a good return from Anderson. Too strong for Claire, 15-all. Lost the ball over that far side. Thus the pause here at 15-all, 4-2 in the first set. These players working very quickly. As the edge has definitely come in the serving of Centennial so far. You see Courtney Claire there on the right with that red Wisconsin cap on. 4 straight service aces to get their last point at 4-1. And then Anderson serving their way back into it for Blaine to make it 4-2. And there we go. Got the tennis ball, and Anderson will send it back over as Witashik will serve. $15-all, first serve into the net. Second finds its way over, too deep. That'll be 30-15 Centennial. Witashik just tips the tape on the serve that time. Forehand runs a little bit too strong and will be knotted up again at 30s. 30 all. Watasha gets the second serve in. She'll have to return. And too wide off the right, 40-30 for the Bengals. And Watasha to serve back into the point. And she will. We'll go to deuces. At deuces at 4-2 here in the first. Watoshik the first serve into the net. Serving for Poto. Forehand return. And the solid play up front for Anderson gets that point, gets him the advantage. And so, advantage Blaine, and take a second look right there, and she rifled it right past Claire. Toshik a good hard serve. Anderson a chance, a great grab, but too deep, so Anderson did force it. And that will give the game to the Bengals. And they're right back in this set at 4-3. As Lauren Anderson, a great job to close out that game and pull her team right back into the set at 4-3. We'll take a break on North Metro TV and come back with more first doubles action as our featured match between Centennial and Blaine.
In the nation, our agents are always there, helping make sure that when your life changes, your nationwide insurance coverage changes too. We put members first because we don't have shareholders. Join the nation where protection is personal.
Nationwide is on your side.
In Anoka County, contact Twin Cities Insurance Group, your nationwide insurance agent.
With gold at an all-time high, take that rope and say bye-bye. Earrings, bracelets, rings, and chains. We buy gold at your exchange. Don't send your gold to someone strange. We buy gold at your exchange. Spring Lake Park, Frilly, Blaine. We buy gold at your exchange.
Back with you at Centennial High School. J.W. Cox on North Metro TV, still in the first set. And the Bengals were down 4-1 at one point, but have come back. Won the last two games. And now they'll be serving to try and even it up. And there's a good shot along the net for Anderson. She turns around and gives Sarah Poto the kudos for the good serve. We'll take a look. There's the serve. You see the return. Anderson with that size right by the net. And right past Claire. And again waiting for the return of the tennis ball. 15-0. 15 love, excuse me. For Blaine. Poto will serve again. Just the sophomore. She's the only non-senior in this match today. Can't get the return back, so the backhand for Claire will stand up. 15-all. Poto again. That was too deep. Going to the back and too strong for Poto, so 30-15. Centennial takes the advantage here in the game. And we mentioned Coach Arnie Lammers. He knew his doubles team that he had here today. He mentioned they both serve very well, and we've seen that especially from Courtney Clare right there. She'll return from Poto this time. Poto in on the back line. Strong net play both sides, but Anderson just a little too strong over into the corner. It'll be 40-30 Centennial. And a good shot down the line for Sarah Poto. Stick us at deuces and take a second look. Found its way down. And she serves again. And a good forehand return from Poto on her own serve. They'll take the advantage. Too deep. Sorry for the game and an even match right here. And that one was too strong. Some confusion as that was in, and then the return was too deep, so we're back at deuces again. Poto serving, can't pick it up, advantage Centennial. Take a look as the return on the forehand from Clare sneaks under the racket. Poto just got moving backwards. And there goes Anderson again to set us back. One of the longer points we've had so far. And Poto went too deep on that. So the advantage once again for Centennial. And into the net. And the Cougars, we were a point ahead. Now they have the advantage. Anderson slams it home. That'll put us at deuces again. Watch this net play. Tallest player on the court. The only one that can make that. She does slam it home, so Poto serving again. Has to go along the back line too deep. She couldn't return it with the backhand. So the advantage for Centennial once again. See if they can close it out here and go up 5-3. And they will, as Anderson that time on the net couldn't make the backhand, so game goes to Centennial, and they will have Clare serving again. Up in this one, 5-3. Clare quickly to it. She of the 4 service aces in her past serving chance. That time, though, the return goes too wide. So Blaine takes the 14-love early advantage. Clare with the miscue on the first. And again on a return. Too wide, 30-love. Blaine, after winning 2 straight, games. Now trying to come back in this one. We'll get off to the early start in this one. Claire just missed, you see there, down that right side. Same miss off to that side. For Claire on the first serve. And strong net play that time from Witashik to put them right in this game at 30-15. We've seen a lot of those points coming from Witashik and Anderson. Watch her just go up top with that strong right forehand. (30-15). Centennial trying to take this set. Have to come from behind in the game a little bit. Poto up at the net, leaves it into the tape too much. And we're all even at 30. And this serve was in for Claire, but the good return there from Witashik really made that point. Check out the sequence here. Claire with the strong serve. Poto got the return, but not far enough past Witashik. She was able to spin it down the line, and that gives the game and the set to Centennial as they take it 6-3. So we'll take a break, as we will head to the second set with the Centennial Cougars taking the first one 6-3 over the Blaine Bengals here at Centennial High School on North Metro TV.
Check it out. Oh, that is magnificent.
Here comes the big one, Elizabeth.
I love it so much. I'm feeling a little guilty on account of me being married. There are 8 wonders in the world.
I can't believe it.
Pinch me. I think I'm dreaming.
Okay.
No, it's real.
Oh, yes!
My name is Fran Sorensen. I am an artist. I am an educator, and I have been educating students for 25 years. I am also a collector. I collect salt and pepper shakers. I collect postcards. I collect rocks. And I write on the bottom of all my rocks telling where they're from and who they're from. I love square dancing. I make my own TV shows free at North Metro TV, and I love it.
Get started by signing up for free TV production classes at 763-231-2803 or eric@northmetrotv.com.
Back with you at Centennial High School, 6-3 in the first set. Go with the Centennial Cougar pair of Courtney Claire and Paige Witashik, as they won the final 2 games of the set after Lauren Anderson and Sarah Poto of the Bengals made it very close. Anderson will serve here in the first game of the second set. Witashik on the return, but it was too deep, so we'll do it again. That time Lauren Anderson too far on that return. Backhand, too much on it, coming down this near side. 15 love Centennial. Two seniors for the Cougars. It's the senior-sophomore pairing of the Bengals. Anderson just caught the back line. Indecision on what to do with that return. Got it back. Poto lobs it in and does find the back. So a good shot for Poto. Tie us up at 15. Take a look at Poto. Just got past Anderson. She's able to lob it down and in. And that time the service ace as the backhand goes too wide on the far side for Paige Witashik. 30-15 Bengals here in the first game of the second set. See, there's 6-3 for Centennial in the first. Too long in the first serve. Of course, this is our featured match, the first doubles pairing between Centennial and Blaine. A lot going on as the lob goes too deep. It'll be 40-15 for Blaine. Blaine, a team that is 4-3 right now in third place in the Northwest Suburban Conference. Big match for them against one of the best teams, as there's too strong in the game going to the Bengals, so they get the first here in the second set. Good service play by Anderson again. See, this time though with the return, able to put it strong enough to that backhand of Witashik that she could not get the return. So it'll be 1-0. And the Cougars will have some work to do. Talking about the Bengals in a big match for them, Coach Jeff Fiedel just seeing what they could do against this team. 2 straight losses. One to Elk River. They lost very close matchup, 4-3. So right back to back, they get the 2 best teams in conference. There I am on the other side of the monitor. Claire with the serve, 6 aces on the day. This time it's returned by Poto. And Claire herself can't get the return on the backhand. Blaine will take the early advantage, 15-0 again. Another point for the Bengals. Finish off by Anderson to make it 30-love, but Poto early on in that point went way up top to return one up over her head, and there's the finishing point that set it up for her teammate Anderson to get that lob shot down. Poto, great return there, but she couldn't get that time. As Paige Witashik too strong along the back, 30-15 now. Watch this return from Poto, going well for the forehand, and they just couldn't get back and up in time. Little drop shot tried by Witashik that time. Didn't get enough of it. 40-15, the Bengals trying to go up 2-0 here in this second set. And this Cougars pairing, as you see Claire there serving, they haven't lost in conference yet. Too strong on the serve, a little too aggressive. And Claire that time with a double fault, and that will give the game, the second one of this second set, to the Bengals as they go up 2-0. And so a rare double miscue there for Courtney Claire, who had been serving at a tremendous clip so far today. And not only the double miscue there, but the double miscue to give the point away. So the Bengals turn to Poto up 2-0. Return too strong, and just like that, Bengals go up 15-love again. Sarah Poto that time into the net on the serve. Backhand return, but then the forehand slam in on the hands off Wojtaszek to Anderson to even us up at 15. Sarah Poto got kind of off to a slow start in this match, as you see that point again. Good sweep from Wojtaszek, and not a lot Anderson could do with that. This time Anderson tries to return the favor, had the slam down, there was return, but she got it right past Claire. Anderson playing very good up close at the net. She can be an intimidating presence with that height up there. And you see she had the one slam, the return by Claire in the backhand. Found its way past her. 30-15 Bengals here in the third game of the second set. A miss on that backhand up front, but Poto was able to return. Goes back down the line. Tough shot. And a good one by Claire to make the return off that close hit from Anderson, 30-all. Great volley there. Anderson just didn't get it quite enough on the backhand to get it all the way back down the line. Poto serving it again. She spun it down that line. I think that was in on that far side. And if so, that'd make it 40-30 for the Bengals. So Poto a chance to serve here to make it 3-0. Lift up over the net on the first. And 2 deep. And the return comes all the way back on the backhand. And that will do it at 3-0. As you watch the serve again, Claire, not much happening with that on the backhand, but just under it a little bit too much and had it too wide right on this near side in front of us. And so Sarah Poto, the sophomore, serves Blaine to a 3-0 lead in the second set. And with that, we will take a break on North Metro TV. Centennial will be serving, trying to get back in the second set as they lead it 1-0 here on North Metro TV.
My name is Fran Sorensen. I am an artist. I am an educator, and I have been educating students for 25 years. I am also a collector. I collect salt and pepper shakers. I collect postcards. I collect rocks. And I write on the bottom of all my rocks telling where they're from and who they're from. I love square dancing. I make my own TV shows free at North Metro TV, and I love it.
Get started by signing up for free TV production classes at 763-231-2803 or eric@northmetrotv.com.
Bengals up three games to none in the second set. Up 15-love here in this game. With Wojtaszek serving. Anderson, 2 line on the forehand return, and it's 15-all. Wojtaszek serving to Poto. Talked about Poto for a moment there. Got off to kind of a slow start in this match, as it was mostly Anderson making points up against the net in that first set. But in this second, as you see there, a good return for Poto. And again, she's created an advantage for her team. Solid backhand. Forced Claire to go to her backhand where she didn't want to go, but this time the service ace for Wojtaszek put us right back even at 30-30. 3-0 here in the second. Bengals on top after they dropped that first set, as you see, 6-3. Wojtaszek too strong on her first serve. Poto again going down the line. Anderson this time will pop it up and in on this near side. Too strong though, tried to cut it. And that was good fundamental doubles play there from Wojtaszek. Owning that whole back line. So they're up 40-30. Good placement by Anderson, but Wojtaszek was right there. See one of the Two seniors on this side in green for Centennial. And she's got a chance right here to get the first baby step back into this set. And too strong. That will push us to deuces. So you see Anderson thought about going up for that, but made the good decision to let it go long. Sometimes that height can work against you if you get a little too aggressive. And the return into the net, so the service ace, nope, that was too long. Stay on that far side for Poto, so Watasha goes again on serve number 2. And this time the return for Claire up at the net. And just a bit of frustration, she had her hand over her face there. It'll give the advantage to Blaine. Already 3-0 for the Bengals here in this second set. They went down big early, tried to make a comeback with Toshik. Much too strong. Not dealing with too much weather condition-wise. A little bit breezy down here on the courts. The sun has been out. Some partly cloudy skies for most of this. Anderson tries to swat it down and comes up a little short, so we go back to deuces again. And there's the shot for Claire. Give the advantage to Centennial. And take a second look. This is another good return from Poto, but right there to the front of the net. And Claire able to get it past Anderson. First serve is out. Second serve. Anderson and Claire fighting with it at the net. A good return for Watasik, but too deep. And so Anderson will even us back up again. And that was quite an exchange right there at the net. Like there, return 1, return 2, down the side, return number 3, right at the net, and finally Anderson goes to the offside of Claire to get it past her, and Watasik couldn't return it. Anderson getting cued around the net that time. Couldn't pop it over. So advantage Centennial once again. Too long, and Centennial will take the first point of this set, their first point of this set, to go back into it at 3-1 and watch the return on the backhand come back too long. And so now Anderson with the win for Centennial back in at 3-1. Anderson serving. First one's too long. Second one comes too long on the return. So 15 love for Centennial. Centennial up 3-1 in the first set. They ended up winning 6-3. Watasik cuts in front to try and pop that one back right at the net. Can't do it. 15 all. Solid forehand return and the backhand from Anderson. Watasik just trying to make a play at the net. Couldn't drop it down. And this time on her return, too strong. 30-15 the Bengals. Back up here in this game. Service ace that time for Anderson. Solidifies the advantage at 40-15. Well in, right at the back of the box. And they've get a chance to take a 4-1 lead in the set right here. First serve in for Anderson. She'll have the long backhand. She slams it down. And they will. So the Bengals lose a game and then come right back in the set and take a game, and now take the 4-1 lead here in the second set. And take a look. That strong play from Anderson. She had a long lob on the backhand. Able to get to that, but then charging right up to the net, knew exactly what she wanted to do and slammed it down that near side. And so the Bengals at 4-1, taking control of the second set after losing the first. A lot left to decide here on North Metro TV.
Known for its vineyards and hilltop villages, Umbria is also known for its delicious tasting pizza. Made traditionally from the finest ingredients, Umbria Pizzeria will make you taste the difference, smell the love, and transport you to Italy.
La cena è pronta.
Dinner's ready.
You might even begin to feel like an Italian.
Delicioso.
Umbria Pizzeria, turning taste into memories.
If you need seamless gutters, whether the job is large or small, you can say,
I know a guy!
For your full service landscaping, you can say,
I know a guy!
If you need commercial or residential lawn care, you can say,
I know a guy! I'm Charlie Walker, and if you need professional seamless gutters, landscaping, and lawn care, you can say, I know a guy!
Back with you at the tennis courts at Centennial High School. It's the Blaine Bengals, though, with the edge in this second set. Centennial serving up 1-0, but trailing in this second one 4-1. And a service ace, her 7th of the day, for Courtney Clare. And only 15 love for Centennial. Clare serving right there. You see her, that red cap, serving over this near side right in front of us. Anderson the return, and too strong for Watashi. So even at 15. Back in the first set. The 5th point of that first set was 4 straight service aces for Clare. Here she goes too wide on her first attempt at 15 all. The second in, Poto with the good return down the line. And just a little bit wide, so 30-15 Centennial. A lot of the shots made by Anderson up front for this Blaine pairing. But Poto has been very solid on some of those returns when the serve has been coming at her. Now Anderson in that position, facing off against Clare. And Poto with the shot at the net. Finds the green on the far side to even it up at 30. And the net play again. This time the edge goes to Centennial. And Witashik up there close. It'll be 40-30 Centennial. Take a second look at those exchanges after you get the slightly deep return for Poto. Right up there at the net, Witashik. And Anderson couldn't put it back here. She returns the serve and runs right up to the net again, and too wide off to the left, and that will send the point for the Centennial Cougars. Take it. Take the game and back in the set at 4-2. As you see Anderson on the forehand there, going a little too strong. We at North Metro TV right in the heart of the action for this one. Some of those errant shots on either side finding a camera, or yours truly. So the win for Centennial. 6th game of the set. It's 4-2 with Poto serving. And that one coming right down the line again. Speak of the devil, one right in at the camera. At the point for Centennial. As you watch the slam from Clare. 15 Love. And then that one on the return went too deep, so 30 Love. Anderson can't control it at the net. 40 Love. Off the serve of Poto. So the Bengals were in control of this set when we took that break a moment ago at 4-1. And now things are a point away from getting very interesting. And there it is, the point to make it very interesting at 4-3. Centennial will take the win and be serving. As this time not the serving of Claire, but the good return of Claire 2 straight times. And Anderson at the net could not handle it. So it is 4-3 here in the second set. After it was 3-0 and 4-1 in favor of Blaine. They've still got the advantage in the set, but now just by 1. Centennial charging. As they've won 2 straight now. And it will be the player you see on the near side there, Watashik. And she will be serving. Coach is impressed with the serving of both of these players, so even though we've seen Claire excel at that in this particular match, you don't lose much either way with either of those players at the side, or excuse me, at the baseline serving. And remember, they haven't lost in conference this year. And for Jeff Fedor's squad over there, they just have to find some of that magic again that they had earlier in this set. Taking the first 3 games, taking 4 of the first 5. And he's got a lot to keep his eye on, as some familiar names playing in the #1 singles match. Mary Liz Swanson, who we had the last time we had some tennis on North Metro. She's on the other side of the fence there, taking on Jenna Sundstrom for Centennial. And what's a key match for both sides? So Watashik serving. Misfires on the first. Finds it with the second, and the return comes back. Too strong, and so the service hangs for Watashik, and it'll be 15 Love. (4-3) in the second set. Centennial took the first. Trying for the comeback in the second. Took a little too much off for Watashik, tied at 15. And the return from Poto. Backhand into the net. Off the racket of Claire. 30-15 Blaine. And a great shot from Poto that time to put it away. 40-15. She came right up, fearless to the net. Put it right over the top and got it with enough action, spinning away from Watashik. So the Bengals a point away, trying to take command again. 40-15, first misfire. And the Bengals will do just that. So they drop 2 straight sets, 2 straight games rather, and then they come back and they take the 8th game of this set and take a 5-3 lead. And they will send it over to Anderson to try and serve and win it. As you see that final point there, found its way past the front line of Claire, and not much Watashik could do. Come all the way back. Still in this game. 15 Love Centennial. And it goes too deep on the second serve from Anderson. 15 all. Anderson serving again. First serve is in, and a good return for the point. Poto making a difference. 2 straight games now. It's 30-15 in favor of the Bengals. Too strong on this near side for Anderson. Poto equal to the task on the return, and she forces the deep shot back from Claire, and it'll be 40-15 Bengals. Check that. It was the Bengals taking it there at 40-15, and so they took that game, and they will take set number 2, as it looked a little dicey there once we got to 4-3. But 6-3, eventually the Bengals were able to hang on. They take the second set, and there will be a third set here from Centennial between the Bengals and the Cougars. So both sets go 6-3 as you look at the final point of that last game for Poto. She got the return, and then it went too deep. So 6-3 for the Cougars in the first, and 6-3 for the Bengals in the second. As Coach Fedor, a couple more words of advice. It's all going to come down to this one. In both sets so far, we've seen the trailing team start to make a comeback, only to come up short. And it will be Centennial serving. It's Courtney Clare. Will serve it away here in this first game of the third set. All even at 1 apiece on North Metro. And Poto too strong, so 15 love for Centennial. Claire along the back, and the return too strong for Anderson, 30 love. Claire serving again, and there's another service ace, 40 love, and Centennial's looking to get out to a quick start here in this third set as they try and win it here. Too strong. She'll try it again. Sorry. As the return comes back. A little too strong in the double fault there for Centennial, so it's 40-15. And the return too strong. 40-30 now. Bengals trying to fight for this point. As you take a second look, Claire on the return pops it up. Just finds the red. Now Claire serving again. Wojtaszek tight to the net. And Wojtaszek pops it up and in. So Centennial will take the first point. 1-0 they will lead here in the third set. And some solid net play from both sides, but Wojtaszek gets the last word. And it'll be 1-0. So a back and forth match. As Centennial as you check that last point of that first game, instead of trying to go hard up front, Wojtaszek drew Anderson in and was able to pop it up and over. So 1-0 Centennial will lead with Anderson serving on that far side. Coming over with Wojtaszek getting set to return. Good save 2 different times by Claire, once with the backhand Anderson trying to get her down the line here, and then once moving to her right with the forehand. So 15 love. Anderson too strong in the serve. And the second time. Can't find it as well, so 30 love Centennial. Second straight point. You go up 30 love. Anderson, a great shot deep that barely found the corner. Left Witashik not much room to make a shot. And she couldn't, too strong, 30-15. Watch the power that Anderson got behind that one. It's this return right here on the backhand all the way to the opposite side of the court. Anderson comes back with the serve. Great volley there as it just nicks the tape off of the backhand of Claire to even us up at 30-30. Poto with some shots that you'll see here. And there's just a finishing shot, but right before that it was Poto pretty much playing racket to racket up front with Claire. 30-30. Too strong. There's Anderson on the return, so 40-30. Centennial trying to snag this second point away. Anderson too strong. One set apiece here in the third. And Centennial will take it. Anderson can't find the top of the net. Diving in close. The good serve. As you check out the whole volley here. Nifty play by Witashik there. Good return by Poto. But then Anderson coming up trying to play it close. Came up too short. The win for Centennial. And now Witashik will serve up 2-0. Slammed down by Claire. Authoritatively, they will take the 15 love lead. Definitely get a second look at that. Left it up for Claire quickly. Slammed it down and no chance. Witashik serving. Anderson too strong off the backside. 30 love. First serve. Again out for Witashik. And Claire on the return able to find it. And 40 love here in the third game. This deciding set. Centennial trying to take a commanding lead. Found themselves down 3-0 in the second. Great serve from Witashik. And she goes a little bit too long. Off the backhand from Poto. She'll still have a chance to serve for the game. A good get by Poto as the ball was sinking away. Witashik again with the first serve in. Two incredible returns along the back. One for Anderson, forced by Witashik. But Witashik can't get the last one that she needed, so it will be 40-30. But the return into the net on that serve, and Witashik will get them their third straight point of the set. So Centennial, as their fans looking on here, will take a 3-0 lead in the third set. And we will take a quick break here at Centennial as the Bengals have to find their way back into the third set. They dropped the first, they took the second, and now Centennial leading 3-0 in the third, looking for the win in the match on North Metro TV.
In the nation, our agents are always there, helping make sure that when your life changes, your nationwide insurance coverage changes too. We put members first because we don't have shareholders. Join the nation where protection is personal.
Nationwide is on your side.
In Anoka County, contact Twin Cities Insurance Group, your nationwide insurance agent.
With gold at all-time high, take that rope and say bye-bye. Earrings, bracelets, rings, and chains. We buy gold at your exchange. Don't send your gold to someone strange. We buy gold at your exchange. Spring Lake Park, Fridley, Blaine. We buy gold at your exchange.
Join Ben Hale every Friday on North Metro TV News.
Back here at Centennial High School, the Bengals down 3-0 in the third set. After they took the second 6-3, Sarah Poto serving. Great return. Fighting with Claire, but Claire gets the advantage. And the better of her there with the winner down the line, 3-0. Centennial started very fast in the first set. Had a 3-1 and a 4-2 lead. And then it was Blaine starting fast in the second, took a 3-0 lead, just like Centennial has done here in the third. Too long on the return, so 15 all. All of the doubles matches on this side of the fence have wrapped up. This matchup between the Bengals and the Cougars. Anderson into the tape there, 30-15 Centennial. Down the line, and Poto will make the shot down the line with a beautiful backhand. Just finding its way inside the line, as you'll see here. Poto went for it. There was nothing that Centennial could do, and she got it. Tied up at 30. Poto serving first into the net. 3-0 as you see there here in the third. And the service ace for Poto puts them up 40-30. They want to start getting back into it. This would be the time to do it. And they will. As a second straight service ace gives them their first point of the set, so 4-1 now. Bengals trying to get back in it. And it'll be Claire serving, I believe, on that other side. Excuse me, it's 3-1, not 4-1. And Claire will be serving. First into the net. We've seen that a couple of times. He actually had a couple of double faults in the last set that helped the Bengals on their way after some great serves in the first. Poto too strong, trying to find that opposite line. And so 15 love. Centennial takes the early advantage. Up 3-1. Tremendous play along the net, both for Witashik, who eventually did put it into the net, but Anderson as well. A variety of shots from Anderson, both with speed and a little bit of touch. Kept Witashik on her heels, and eventually there, as you saw, she just could not find that final shot. So 15 all. As Poto can't get the return, 30-15. Claire serving too strong in the first. Second finds its way in. And too strong in the return, so 40-15. Centennial. Trying to take their 5th point. That one's going to go too wide for Claire, so Blaine will stay alive in this game at 40-30. Claire off the serve finds herself with the backhand try and into the net, so reduces at 40 for the first time here in this set. Finding ourselves at deuces. Claire serving, looking for the advantage. And she will get it. Off the ace. And now to try and win it and make it 4-1. Just up over the tape and a great get for Witashik. Keeping this alive. Same thing for Claire. And it goes in just over the racket of Poto. And an amazing attempt by both players on that far side. Some good shots from Anderson to keep them on their toes, but they return everything she had, and they will take the 4-1 lead in this set. And that was a great get there for Claire. And Poto just couldn't get high enough to it. So 4-1 here in the third. A commanding advantage, but this is when Centennial tried to make a miniature run in the last set when they were down 4-1. And Blaine will be serving. It'll be Poto's serve if I'm not mistaken. But Centennial just needs 2 more games to take this victory here in this #1 doubles match. As you see, head coach Arnie Lamers there for Centennial. A lot of it's wrapped up here. The action between his Cougars and the Blaine Bengals and his Cougars. This match, the only thing that stood between them and a share of finding themselves at the top of the Northwest Suburban Conference for a 2nd straight season. A large part of that, these two have yet to lose a conference match. Playing doubles together all year. And they're having fun looking for 2 more games to close it out here in the third. And it will be Anderson serving rather than Poto. Looking for the 6th point of this set. Poto trouble with the return, 15 love. Paige Beats the sophomore Poto individually that time. Service ace, not even touched that time for Anderson. 15 all. Take a second look at that. Right down the line. Perfect placement. Long way to go along the back to get there to it. Claire just couldn't. Not a lot you can do with that kind of serve. Another good one from Anderson. And another ace. As the return goes too deep. 30-15. Bengals not going quietly just yet. Anderson with a little bit of oomph behind all of these serves so far. She'll take a little off here to get it up and over the net. Still a good serve. But Claire finds it way down the line. And the forehand for Poto was not there. Take a second look at the strong backhand. Alley was open. And it's 30 all. Too wide on the first serve for Anderson. And the second one double faults into the net. So just like that, the advantage goes back at 40-30 to Centennial. Time too deep and it does go out, so deuces for a second straight game here in this third set. And Claire decides to take matters into her own hands on a high arcing return from Anderson. And successful at it. As you see that high arc in the return from Anderson, Claire could get to it and she put it past the left foot of Poto. Advantage Centennial. Trying to go up 5-1 here in this third set. And take total control of the match. Anderson deep. She served very well the first 3 or 4 serves of this service try for her. But a lot of second serve opportunities since then. A little easier on the return, and Centennial has taken advantage. And there Claire gets it strong enough where Anderson can't control it. And that will take the win in the game to Centennial. They take a 5-1 lead here in the third and now are 1 set away and serving for the match. It will be Wojtaszek to get that honor here on the near side. Serving too long. And Poto with the return, and Wojtaszek can't find the alley, so it's 15 love. Blaine taking the early lead. 3-0 lead. First 3 games of this set went to Centennial. Bengals came back and got 1, and now the last 2 have gone again to the Cougars. And that serve did find its way in, so the untouched service ace for Wojtaszek. Set us at 15 all. I actually love to make quick work of this and finish off the match right here. Wojtaszek too strong. Both sets, the 1 win for Centennial and the 1 win for the Bengals. We saw the team that eventually lost the set make a comeback bid. So far, no such bid for the Bengals to this point. Maybe they try and start here. Now they're up 40-15. Trying to break the serve with Wojtaszek. There's another strong play at the net for Lauren Anderson. And that caused the miss hit from Claire coming back. 40-15, strong on the serve. They may at least get another try here. Take a second game in this set. Got to do it right here. And Poto's going to go too wide, so it'll be 40-30, still with that same chance for the Bengals. Trying to hang on by a fingernail at 5-2, right now down 5-1, but with the advantage in the game. Toshik there serving. She's going to go too strong on that far side, so the Bengals will break the serve of Wade Toshik, and they will hang on for another game. Down now 5-2 as they take the win in the 7th game of this set. And take a look at how things finished off there. Wade Toshik just too strong off the return from Anderson. And we will take a break here on North Metro TV in the 3rd set. 5-2 Centennial trying to find a way to win it right here on North Metro TV.
Have you or someone you know been diagnosed with an SD deficiency? Do you feel that you're missing out on the fun of high school sports coverage? Then take a weekly dose of Sports Den on North Metro 15. You'll be updated with highlights and analysis of your local schools, Blaine, Centennial, and Spring Lake Park. Warning, taking Sports Den may increase levels of adrenaline, resulting in cheering, applause, and high fives. Milder side effects may include a desire to see yourself on Sports Den, and in rare circumstances, answering trivia questions and winning t-shirts.
Sports Den work for me. Ask your coaches if it can work for you.
Come to Ham Lake.
Things are getting a little bit chilly, as if you didn't bring a sweater, you might have to find some alternative means there. A little bit chilly as the sun ducks behind some clouds here in Centennial, at Centennial High School rather. And Blaine now serving for their very lives in this match, down 5-2 in the 3rd set. And it's Sarah Poto try and keep things rolling on the bid for a comeback. They were down 5-1, but broke the serve. That time too deep, so the double fault, and they'll go down 15-0. You see there, 5-2. Poto serving again. And she can't get the backhand down. And 30 love Centennial. Couldn't get it done on their serve, but now trying to take the match against the serve of Poto. Too strong around this backside. Be 30-15. And Poto the return deep, so right now the match point coming up. Poto will serve for it to try and stay alive in it. 40-15. Centennial leading 5-2 in the 3rd. Claire too deep. And so it'll be 40-30. Still the advantage for Centennial. And too deep again on the backhand try. So we go from 40-15 to deuces here in this 8th point of your 3rd set. 5-2, the Bengals trying to stay alive. And they will take the advantage. There's Anderson. The good shot down, as you'll see it again. Return, laid right up for him along the net. And here's Poto again, serving with the advantage. And that was out. So she'll do it again. This time in. And the volley just goes eventually too long. And the Bengals will take a 3rd game in this set. 5-3 as they hang on. take the win. And why not? Every other set has ended 6-3. Now Centennial with a chance to do that here. The Bengals have won 2 straight. It's Courtney Clare serving. And she double fault on the first. So Blaine spotted to the 15-love lead. Game number 9 of this 3rd set. Courtney Clare. As I look across, there is one other match ongoing. A singles match on that far side through the netting. Here on North Metro TV. We like to make sure you get the most out of your tennis action. As there you see that other singles match going on. And we bring you some of the longer matches of the day. As that return comes up short into the net. 15 all. Poto into the net, 30-15 Centennial. If you're Centennial, you have the ball in the hands of the exact teammate you want serving, and that's Clare. She served very well throughout the day today. This time with her return, able to give Centennial the 40-15 advantage. And again, a set point here for Centennial. Clare set at a match point. We'll get to serve for it. That'll come up just short. Good return by Poto to get back to the back line. You saw the aggressive shot from Wojtaszek. Didn't come back to get it, so 40-30. And there's Anderson finding the far side to put us at deuces. Nothing quiet about the way the Bengals want to finish this match. Trying to break the serve down to their possible final game 2 times breaking a serve. Once of Wojtaszek and now trying to do it against Clare. Anderson made the decision to try and go soft and off on the forehand to the left side of Wojtaszek, and she came up short that time, so the advantage comes to Centennial. And she being Courtney Clare, will serve for the match right here. And she will finish it off as Anderson with the return goes too deep. And so 6-3 in the first and then 6-3 in the third. The Centennial Cougars find a way to win this #1 doubles match against the Blaine Bengals. So Courtney Clare, the senior, and Paige Wojtaszek, the senior for Centennial, are victorious over Lauren Anderson and Sarah Poto of Blaine. 6-3 in the first, lost the second 6-3. And check out that final match point as Clare served for it. It was returned, but a good backhand to set things up. Anderson coming up close to the net and too strong down off of that backside. So the match goes to those two. The Centennial Cougars 2-1. They take the third, and we'll be right back on North Metro TV.
Come to Ham Lake and see how good life can be. Conveniently located only 20 miles north of the Twin Cities on Highway 65, yet Ham Lake has kept its rural charm. Residents of Ham Lake enjoy 1-acre minimum lots, giving you space to live with abundant natural green spaces and recreational activities like boating, fishing, golf, disc golf, camping and playgrounds, and tons of seasonal fun all year round. Ham Lake is home to one of the top school districts with consistent high scores in standardized testing and community ratings. Ham Lake is a business-friendly city and willing to work with businesses and developers of all sizes. Whether you are just starting out or looking to grow, Ham Lake has the business opportunities you've been waiting for. Life in Ham Lake moves a little slower, and that's the way we like it. Ham Lake offers space to live, to grow, and space to relax. Come visit Ham Lake and see for yourself what you are missing. Ham Lake is convenient country living.
What is North Metro TV Public Access? It's a community of amateur TV producers working together to make the kind of TV shows they want, taking free television production classes and gaining hands-on experience with our professional studios and equipment right here in Blaine. Get started by calling 763-231-2803 or visit northmetrotv.com. So, what is it? You tell us.
Back here on North Metro TV, the victorious pair in our featured match, Courtney Clare and Paige Witosick. First, talk about what it took in that match for you guys to finally get over the edge there. Kind of a long match, took it to three sets there. What did it finally take to get over the edge?
Yeah, I think we really just had to focus more and stay aggressive. We couldn't have been passive, and we just had to keep plugging away.
And Paige, you two have had a lot of success so far this season pairing up together. You haven't lost a conference match. What's been the key to your success before this, and what will it take going forward?
Well, this is actually our first year playing together, so it's taken a lot of practice, but we're really good at communicating with each other, and it's been working so far.
And now team-wise, for your entire team, you guys got the win here over Blaine. Looking ahead, you play in a really tough Elk River team that hasn't lost yet. You guys have not lost yet in conference. That's got to be pretty exciting for you guys to come right down to the wire against one of the best teams.
Yeah, it's very exciting. We love playing them last because it's always us two at the very end, and we're very hopeful. We've got a really good team out this year, so we're excited for that match.
And what's the biggest goal for you guys to just keep continuing on and keep your success rolling here as you come down to the end of the season?
Just stay focused and keep our eye on the end prize.
Congratulations on the match today. Congratulations on the win as a team as well, and good luck down the rest of the way.
Thank you.
Again, we've got the winners here, Courtney Clare and Paige Witosick win our featured match, the #1 doubles match, and Centennial actually takes the overall match as well. For everyone with North Metro TV, thanks for watching. I'm JW Cox. Have yourself a great rest of your night.